Hi, I'm Jacob Kortenberg, and I'm going to be presenting the strengths and weaknesses of New Haven, Indiana today. So I'll start off. Right here is the actual city itself of New Haven. It's really a town. It's a suburb of Fort Wayne, Indiana, in Allen County. So the first upside in New Haven is there's great stores all together. There's not many convenience stores. There's more grocery stores that sell fresh food, any grocery needs, dairy, anything like that. Not really a place where you can just pick up junk food or drinks that you would necessarily need to keep you going throughout the day. So the parks in New Haven are actually probably my favorite upside. There's several things to do. We have a pool, there's tennis courts, basketball courts, anything. We even have like disc golf courses around New Haven, and they're big things that a lot of people do to stay active. So I'm going to be interviewing Tom a little bit here to keep up with the presentation, and he also lived in New Haven, so he knows a good amount about the town. So Tom, what do you really think about the parks and stuff in New Haven?
I like how the parks bring the community together. There being baseball diamonds, pools, or up to just regular old-fashioned youth parks. There's just a lot to bring the whole family together.
That's exactly what I was thinking. So, the thing that New Haven really needs to focus on is the food options. There's a lot of fast food in New Haven, and that kind of makes it into a food swamp. There's a lot of food available, but there's not really healthier foods unless you go to the grocery store. There's some restaurants, but the amount of fast food restaurants heavily outweighs the actual like good restaurants. We have some sit down places, but a lot of them are like barbecue places or fast food that they call restaurants, and those are the main things about it. So like, Tom, what do you think about the food?
New Haven being built off of a very highly used state road, being State Road 930. There's bound to be a lot of fast food restaurants, which is good for people just coming through. But I agree, there's nothing about New Haven that makes people that are coming through want to stick in it for a little bit. Like, there's some more local restaurants rather than chain food. I feel like a lot more people would actually come take a look.
For sure. Then also the other thing that New Haven really needs to focus on is their indoor recreational facilities. There's one fitness center in all of New Haven, and it's owned by the city. It's extremely expensive. It's small. There's not really any other way to get your lift on unless you go out into Fort Wayne. And the only like indoor basketball courts that there were other than at the schools just got torn down very recently to make a new elementary school, and all the school courts are not open to the public. And so that's one thing that they really need to work on, maybe build, just to make sure that people can stay active during the winter. With the parks, it's great for the summer or spring, but overall in the winter or late fall, it just isn't great for the community. So to help out the community, I'd like to help coach, say, a Little League team, try to teach them, build up sports again in New Haven. It's been falling off the last few years with the pickup of video games and such. So I feel like it'd be a great way for kids to keep like a spirit of competition while staying active, and like maybe even we can make some incentives for like working out or staying physically active in the community. Say like there's a reading program at the library, they get a free book if they read a certain amount. We could do the same thing with physical activity, like somebody gets a basketball or a football or something like that to keep them active. And so here's some pictures of New Haven and the better parts of it that really show off what the community's really like. And then other than that, that's all that I have. Thank you very much.